Welcome back. Well, before the break, we were talking about tennis player Jolie Putintseva, who's gone viral for her treatment of a ball girl, I should say, at the US Open. Body language and communications expert Louise Mahler still with us. Louise, we were just talking about, I guess the optics of this, but also really the impact on the ball girl.
Yeah. So the situation with Julia was that is not suitable behaviour. So what does the ball girl do? Well, I have a phrase that says, what do you feed an 800-pound gorilla? And the answer is anything it wants. And as a ball girl, Julia is the 800-pound gorilla. So what does she do? Her role is to stand tall, eye contact, and just maintain a neutral face. So hideous experience for somebody who's young in a subservient role, but there are ways of handling it, and I think possibly they'll move that into their training for the ball people so that they're not affected in future.
Let's move on to singer Adele. She got very emotional during the week. She announced she was taking a break from performing. Yeah. Here's a little of Adele's announcement.
Amazing. I just need a rest. And I have spent the last 7 years building a new life for myself, and I want to live it now. I want to live my new life that I've been building, and I will miss you terribly.
What struck you about that moment?
Conflict of the logic of what she's saying. 7 years she's worked towards, she deserves a private life, everything should move on from here now. But at the same time, she's bursting into tears and going, I can't bear to leave my audience, I can't bear to stop singing. So I see conflict and I think she'll be back.
Oh, OK.
Very interesting. OK, so Queen Mary of Denmark has been touring with her husband, King Frederik, after a pretty stressful year. Yeah. They seem now, would you say, to be enjoying each other's company?
Yeah, well, it's questionable, isn't it? So they were happy as a lark. I mean, what a gorgeous couple when they started off. And then, of course, we had the crisis and there was anger and bitterness, really obvious. And now they're together. And you would say, great, happiness reigns. Do relationships really work like that? I put it to you that they have signed a contract after that unhappiness that says you will now be king and queen. Their job is to be happy, to present as a happy couple. And I'm not saying they're unhappy. I'm just saying that relationships possibly aren't that easy. They're putting on a great face.
So what's their body language telling you, though, Louise? Because you're the body language expert.
Great.
What is it about their body language?
Their body language is telling me that they're smiling for the cameras. They're smiling for the cameras. They're staying quite close. Not too close. There's a little bit of touch, but not intimate touch. Just sort of move over there, touch. So they're touching, they're smiling, they're together, they have a good distance. It's not intimate. It's not intimate.
You know what? I prefer that to bunging it on. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Lavish PDA.
Yeah, everything's okay. We're going to be like all over each other. I actually prefer the honesty of what that presents.
Yeah. A little something being left unsaid.
Yeah, well, just a bit of honesty in what how they're going about their stuff. Finally, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, they were once Hollywood's it couple. Yeah. Since then, a lot has changed. They've each gone their different ways. What do you think of Brad's new partner? Joining him on the Venice red carpet. This was sort of like an unveiling of his new partner, Aman.
Well, who's a lucky girl? I mean, these are the beautiful people right there. And they've been together for 2 years. They've been living together, I read, since February. So it's a great time to come forward. And how fantastic to do that with the Clooneys. And beautiful, beautiful people. Fabulous figures, gorgeous outfits, long flowing hair, close together. Clearly, they're a strong couple coming together. They look very tight in their eye contact, their space, everything that they do. So, well done.
Yes, I wouldn't be letting him get too far away from me on the concert.
And what about Angelina? Also had a pretty busy film festival weekend.
Yeah, poor Angelina. Yeah. She's had all the troubles with the divorce, and then there seem to be troubles with the children. And she's been out of the profession to some extent. So she's come back in, and there she is. And I guess worried about how are they going to accept me. The audience loved her. They clapped, and it hit her like a brick train. She grabbed for her heart. She threw her hand up, and she cried. And it meant a lot to her.
I'm no expert, and I got that too. Yeah, I did. Yeah, like she seemed really affected
touched.
by it. Really
It
touched.
was like a 5 or 6 minute standing ovation too.
No, I think hers was the 13-minute one.
Oh, was the 13? Oh, yeah,
I think
double.
hers was, yeah,
double
it was
that.
it was the really long standing ovation.
I'm going to say she is very beautiful, and his new girlfriend is gorgeous. But who could be more beautiful than Angelina? I mean, she's except for you, Kylie, at the location.
It's not a competition, Louise.
No, it's not a competition.
Thank you. Sorry about all that audio kerfuffle at the beginning. You handled it like a pro.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.